What if the secret to transforming your life is simply noticing your thoughts? Hi there, it's Matthew Blades, and I want to start putting together these weekly hits for you. And the idea behind this thing is if you could only spend 5 minutes with my podcast, Learn from People Who Lived It, what would I want you to know? And that's a tough one most weeks because, we spend 40 to 45 minutes with a guest, but there is a moment in this particular podcast that I think is worth highlighting. Now, here's the facts. Our subconscious runs our day. As you're going to hear the doctors talk about, 80% of it. So we have the ability to change it starting with mindfulness. And so what we're going to do is pick the conversation up. Dr. Friedemann Schaub is about to tell you, me, and Dr. Dave about this profound moment of realization he had where the anxiety could actually become his ally. I'm going to back up the story just a little bit so you get some context. Here we go.
And when I turned around and saw the subconscious more as a faithful ally, just ultimately wants to make sure that we are okay, but it also has still, in some ways, the old, playbook from our childhood as a reference sheet and hasn't really been updated. I really got curious about what can we do to update our subconscious? How can we make our subconscious see the world through the eyes of an adult and not through the eyes of a child? And the one concept that I think was life-changing for me when I got into the idea that my anxiety could look like Little Peanut Pan. And Little Peanut Pan was me being 5 years old, unable to express my real name, so I called myself Peanut Pan, so everyone called me Peanut Pan. And I was an anxious child, and whenever I was anxious, imagine that this is more like the child inside of me being scared or triggered. And I was cute. I mean, believe it or not, I was actually really cute. So when I saw the anxiety as that cute little kid, all of a sudden I wasn't really feeling the anxiety, but more the compassion for this kid as a predominant feeling. And so this is one way also to get a little distance from the anxiety, just to realize that there is something on the subconscious level that is not all you, that is not all your identity, but something deeper that in that moment, get activated or get scared and needs a little love and compassion. And that changed a lot for me, for sure.
I love that. It's such a great thing for people to hear is like the next time the anxiety shows up, don't get annoyed by it. Look at like the little kid where it all started and develop some compassion. There's a lot of talk about inner child work right now, and that sounds like it's a distant cousin or maybe even a closer cousin to it.
Totally.
Yeah. Dave, what do you want to add to that discussion?
The bright light in all of this is that, as much as the unconscious does run 80% of what we do during the day, it's reprogrammable.
So here's the thought. The next time anxiety strikes, imagine it as your younger self needing a little bit of comfort. And according to what these guys are talking about, that simple shift can transform your relationship with anxiety. It's kind of like what I've always said about pain. Pain is sending you a signal so that you'll do something about it. Whatever that is, physical, mental, spiritual pain, you're getting these aches because it's time for you to act. That's what we talk about when we talk about the transitional character. If you're the transitional character sent here to end dysfunction for you and the people around you, for everybody that comes after you with your last name, how would you be living your life differently? My guess is you'd be making a few adjustments, and your relationship to pain and anxiety could be one of the first steps that you take. Hope you found this helpful. Please pass it along to a friend or anybody that you know that struggles with anxiety, especially if, like in this episode, full damn well that they had anxious parents growing up. They'll get a lot out of this. All right, have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next week for an all-new episode of Learn from People Who Lived It.